Hello people. Today's vlog was inspired, if that's the right word, from something that happened a few days ago when I got back from a ride. I was in the garage and I unzipped the outer zip of my jacket to find that the inner zip of my jacket had unzipped itself from the bottom upwards, which meant that I couldn't unzip it from the top downwards. Now, luckily, I have watched a number of documentaries about Harry Houdini, and mimicking his escape from the straitjacket, I was able to wriggle myself free, wriggle the jacket to the floor, and step out of it, and take a little bow as well, because it was quite an achievement. And although I managed to fix the zip, it sort of made me think that maybe, just maybe, it's time for me to invest in a new jacket, or a replacement jacket. Now, I was chatting to somebody, and I explained this to them, and it was a couple of comments that they made that sort of inspired this vlog. They said to me, well, of course everything you wear must be highly branded, and that means you probably don't get a lot of choice in the gear that you buy. Well, first of all, I suggested they go onto eBay and type in the words Harley Davidson jacket, because they would see that there are absolutely hundreds, so there is a lot of choice. And secondly, everything I wear is Harley branded. It might surprise you to know that the only item that I'm wearing today, and that I normally wear, that is Harley branded, happens to be my jacket. Everything else is not Harley branded. Not that I have anything against people that wear Harley branded gear from head to foot. In fact, if I could afford it, I'd probably do the same. So I thought what I would do is tell you what I wear when I generally go out on the old hog, and also ask you the same question, ask you what you wear, because the best reviewers of any motorcycle product are the people that use it. Now, I know you might expect me to say, well, in most weathers I just wear nothing more than a pair of chaps and a string vest. Never again, folks, never again. The sense of freedom wasn't worth the pain. So, what do I wear? Well, my boots are an army style boot that I bought from a motorcycle shop in Oxfordshire, and they've got extra protection around the ankles and a little bit of extra material across the toe, and they're really, really comfy. So comfy, in fact, that a couple of years after I bought them, I went back to the shop and I bought a second pair which were identical in case the first pair wore out. And to be honest with you, I've had the first pair now for about 8 or 9 years, and they still haven't looked like they're going anywhere near wearing out. So that's my boots. Trousers, or as my American friends would say, pants. I like wearing the cargo drag-in Kevlar lined trousers. Now, I find them really comfortable to ride in, and also the big pockets on the legs are quite useful for storing extra bits and pieces. And that's what I prefer wearing. The thing is that I bought one pair of these a size bigger than I needed, not because I was allowing for growing room, you understand, but in the colder weather, because although it looks sunny today, it's quite chilly, and in the winter I can pull these drag-in trousers over the top of a normal pair of jeans, so I've got 2 layers, if you like. And the pair that fit me I obviously wear in the summer, and I don't have another pair of jeans underneath. I do confess to owning a pair of Kevlar lined Harley Davidson jeans, and I'll wear them on high days and holidays. But most of the time, folks, it's just the plain old drag-in trousers. The gloves that you can see I bought from someone who bought a load of motorcycle gear, went out on a bike about 3 times, decided they didn't like it, and sold the bike and all their gear. And the only thing I needed at the time was a pair of gloves, so I sort of bought them off them, and I think they come from, I can never pronounce it properly, Heingerich or Heingerika. It doesn't matter because the shop's closed now, but wasn't sure what they were going to do then, so right down. So I'm being a bit cagey because I've got a pillion on the back today. Right, okay. Back to the clothes. The helmet. Now, I don't know if it's the shape of my head. Perhaps it is the shape of my head. Never sure. But I found that even when I was riding sports bikes, wrong gear, even when I was riding sports bikes, the showy helmets fitted me better than any other make. And I've always preferred the showy helmet, and the one I've got on and the one I do all my vlogs in, because it's the only one that I've got set up for a camera and mic, is a model called a Showy Quest. For those that are interested, it's QWEST, and it's really comfortable. The first thing about it is it's really, really light. Then I went and stuck a great big GoPro on the side of it. But even so, it's a really light camera. Really light camera. There, see? Really light helmet. And it's one of those helmets that when you wear it, after you've been wearing it for a few minutes, you even forget you've got one on. It's that good. I imagine there's guys at Showy who spend months designing the aerodynamics of the helmet to make it the best it can be, and then people like me go and stick a camera on the side of it. But anyway, I like the Showy helmets. It's nice and quiet. In fact, it's too quiet sometimes because it cuts out so much noise that you don't really get the proper sound of the bike or anything like that. It's quite a good helmet. In the summer, I have been known to go out in an open face helmet with a pair of sunglasses and a face mask, but I bought the open face helmet for another bike, and therefore I think it's an RI, might be an RI Freeway or something, but again not Harley branded. Now the jackets, I do think that a Harley jacket looks good on a Harley bike, and I always try and have a Harley jacket, but I don't buy them new because they're so expensive. I was looking at them recently, and there's one I particularly like. I think it's called a Road Warrior 3-in-1 or something. Plain little jacket with a hoodie built into it, and here in the UK that is retailing for about £550, which is exorbitant, people. I tend to buy pre-owned, and I've only ever owned 2 Harley jackets in all the time that I've been riding. One leather and this textile. The leather one fitted perfectly well apart from the waist and the length, and I found that when I put it on and sat on the bike, my legs sort of pushed the jacket up at the bottom, and it bowed, so it looked like I was pregnant, or worse, it looked like I had a beer belly. So I had to sell that one. And this textile, which is fine, it fits, it's got armour in it, it's absolutely fine. If I'm going out for a ride with the local chapter, I shove a leather waistcoat over the top of this jacket, and that leather waistcoat has got all my chapter pins and patches and badges and things on it, and it's okay. And I've got a plain black jacket as well that I sometimes shove the waistcoat over. In the summertime, I might go out on the bike with a hoodie. Now that sounds a bit dangerous, people, I know, but this hoodie is made by a company called Armadillo, and it's got sort of armour in it, and I say sort of armour because it's sort of a putty, and this putty, and they give you a little tub of this stuff when you buy the jacket. This putty is pliable. You can actually grab hold of this stuff. Hold on a second. You can actually grab hold of this stuff, flatten it, roll it into a ball, do what you want with it. And the thing about it is that if you roll it into a ball and hit it with a hammer, you won't even dent it. There's something about the molecules that on impact it goes solid. And although when you put this hoodie on, you know that there's something inside it. It doesn't feel entirely flexible. It's a very, very flexible hoodie until it's impacted, and luckily as yet I haven't impacted it anywhere. But I know it's not as safe as a proper motorcycle jacket with solid armour all the time, but it is nevertheless armoured to a degree. So that's what I wear, people. I would like you to tell me what it is that you wear, and by all means either just leave a comment and let me know, or alternatively do your own vlog. I must say though, I don't have anything against these people that dress head to toe Harley branded, so if you do, don't take offence. It's just that I don't. If I had the money I probably would. Anyway folks, that's my vlog for today. If you're a biker, you ride safe. If you're not a biker, you be safe folks, and I'll catch you later. Au revoir. That's goodbye.